Welcome back to Mega Man Battle Network. Well, we will now hit the sack after saving. Several days after the strange oven explosions. Who is this? CDC Elementary, didn't see. This is the place. And now Wayne is late again. Same as usual while they leads to argue. Everybody in a single classroom. Yeah, by the way, this entire school is made up of like 10 students. But yet the school is also able to hold up to about, from what appears to be like 80. Well, that's RPGs for you. Have an entire village that looks like it can hold up to about 100 people? Only 5 people live in the entire village, and it's not even destroyed. Use the back way to get into this classroom, otherwise the teacher will see you, although Mega Man will actually stop you and say, Lan, use the back way, you idiot. Well, he doesn't really say that, but he does say it. But he does say something along that lines. So anyways, here is this guy that we saw earlier named Mr. Higsby. He is a collector of rare chips. He's also sort of a little dork. Well, a little nerd, I should say. Not dork, nerd. He's a little nerd. The glasses, the snort, the... sound that he occasionally makes, and the... well, what would be eventually his staple would be... He's also a wimpy pacifist. No, not to the extreme of X and X7. Thank God. Like, we need another one of those. Anyways, well, what Yai here is trying to explain that if you put a certain type of chips into a certain order, you will get a special rare chip. However, that special rare chip only lasts for a limited time before it reverts back into 3 other chips. So the can so the way how I mentioned this earlier, you can also put the chips in alphabetical order, you know, A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. So a prime example of such a case would be that you would combine a set of chips like cannons, like 3 cannons, each one A, B, C. That will cause a reaction to the chips, which would cause the cannons to become one single cannon known as the Z cannon. And while I was talking about chip combining, we now have a chalkboard saying /error. This is actually a re-education program sent by the World 3, which is used to re-educate children into obeying the WWW's line of defense. Yeah, I'm just going to switch between back and forth the WWW thing and the World 3 thing. So now we have a major problem. The doors are locked, which means we cannot get out. But it appears that all of our friends wish to battle whatever is causing this problem. So Dex is going to go in first because he thinks he's a macho man. God, Jesus Christ, if that was an actual, like, Mega Man villain. Look at that arm go! Yep, there you go. Luckily, Dex has a backup for Gutsman. Now it's our turn. But first... we get the next gimmick of this game, Naffy Chips. Naffy Chips are extremely helpful. You can only hold up to about 5 Naffy Chips at a time though, so... usually what I would do is that I would usually pick one that is high in power. And I usually put it at the top of the list, which is why I switched that Cannon A with a sword. Switch that shotgun for whatever reason. And switch that out for roll, which does 60 damage. Each Naffy chip performs a special ability that is both damaging and sometimes no, I think Roll only does this, as far as I'm aware of. Everybody else does some sort of damaging move, but what Roll does is that not only she does the amount of damage it says on the chip, which is 60, but what she can also do afterwards is that she heals you. For what amount, I have no idea, so I'm going to guess 20? Because I always have infinite health on at all times. Ooh, it fizzes. Now, this is the way how these viruses work. They try to avoid as much contact as possible. However, when they try to attack, they will go invisible and then come near your area. Like that. And that's how they will attack you. Really, these viruses are not really hard. They're just a slight annoyance because they keep on switching between panels. Just because you're right in front of them. Very defensive creatures. Now here's the gimmick of this level. You have password doors. Some will have hints, others don't, and you practically have to guess. In this case, you have to guess... in this case, you will have to say the amount of deaths that are in the room. In this case, there are 9 deaths in the room. By inputting that, the door disappears. Ah, these things! These things, I believe, are called quakes. What they do is that they will eventually, if I would have had the time to give that thing a break, what they will do eventually is that they will change into this giant heavy weight with a smiling face and, arms pointing upwards. When it smashes into the ground, unless you don't defeat it right away, yeah, that's what its attack looks like. If you don't defeat it right away, it will damage your panel, so be careful with that. It targets where you're standing too, obviously enough, because it's a giant weight. Ooh, high can I! There's 3 different sets of cannons. There's an ordinary cannon, which does 40 damage, a high cannon, which does 80 damage, and we'll be getting to it later on. Ooh, well bombs. We'll be getting to it later on, but there's also M cannons, which does 120 damage. The highest amount there is for a cannon to do. Now, well bombs, all they really do is just take aim. All they really do is just take aim at you, and they fire at your location. It's usually a 3-column, it's usually a 4-column spread shot, but as you can no doubt tell, I pretty much suck at dodging these attacks of the low bombs, so luckily I have infinite out, so I'm fine with that. It has another password door. Number of volumes in the world history section. Also, I know I'm getting very late into this, but you have to contact Mega Man afterwards. Examine those stats and you get an X panel G. I believe that's what it just said just now. Examine this bookshelf in particular, you'll get your answer. It's dirty. That number never changes. The ones that don't provide hints, however, as the one that I'm going to run into, does have a RNG. It does have RNG attached to it, so what you're seeing right here, right now, for these particular doors is one of the possible combinations, one of the million, or one of the hundreds of combinations there is. I shouldn't say millions, but there are hundreds of combinations because it's a double digit. However, the maximum input procedure maxes out, then the password changes. Anyways, I like this thing. The music is kinda nice for a Game Boy Advance game. That's what's up, they really do, son. I love this theme actually because it incorporates the main theme from the title screen into it. Forward ascending, very nice. Number of doors in the entire school. This one can be kind of tricky because I don't know if they ever do count double doors. I'll save you the trouble right now. The number is 15. So right now I am counting all the doors. And there appears to be 15, despite the next set of doors on the other side of those double doors. And we can enter this area. After one quick flashbang. Every time an enemy comes by, hey asshole! Let's go! Oh, what is this? Looks like Mega Man is trapped. Oh no. Near the AV room. Let's go check it out. Let's see here. Let's try and... Ow! Asshole. Watch where you're going. Check this table and you get repair A. Repair A's are usually just repairing panels. They can sometimes be handy, I guess. I think they only repair one panel, though. It's this computer that you need to check out, and you need to restart it. That gets rid of the trap, and now Mega Man can go on through. Here's another one with another passcode. Hint was passcode. There we go. Oh, looks like this one needs something else. Looks like we need an ID card of some sorts. So let's head into the... Or not, then let's just check this Bassin cabinet for recovered 50G. And let's head into... Not this room, apparently. It's the other room that we just went past a mile away. Now, I could've swore that there was, like, some sort of, like, chip in this area. Like, there was a chip in between these cabinets here. The cabinets that I'm checking right now, I could've swore that there was, like, a chip in between there somewhere. Well, I guess let's go untie Miss Mary. Or we could just keep on looking. Past Sarah, what are you doing? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, let's help Miss Mary. She'll give you the ID card, along with telling you that Mr. Hexby tied her up. Ah. So Mr. Hexby has been behind it all along. Use the ID card. And now we need to deal with the passcode that has no hint. Great! The best way to crack these passcodes is to set everything to 5 and then go from there. If it says too high, increase that number. If it says too low, increase that number. Same thing with the second digit. First digit decrease, let's try out 7. Too high. Okay, so it's... Apparently enough, it's 5. Clearly, it's 3. Pass Sarah, what are you doing? $27, finally! So after coming all this way, we come to find out, hey, who is this? I don't remember this from the classic series. Actually, in case you can't tell, given by the voice that I have just given just now, this actually isn't one of the unoriginal Navis that is based on some kind of like robot master from the classic series. This is actually created specifically for this game. This here is Number Man. So the way how Number Man works is that he will set up bombs. I think he'll set up bombs. No, he'll do that actually. best way to avoid those is to shoot for the ones that are low in count. You gonna go anytime now, Paso it? It's not working. And he'll eventually set up actual bombs. Once again, you are finding yourself spamming the B button just to get rid of one of those things. Let's knock down Number Man's health a little bit more. Number 4, there you go. Eventually he'll set up stationary bombs that count down within 3 seconds. And then... he'll also send out some dice. What that dice does, I cannot remember. All I do remember is that it's usually stationary. Yeah, here's the dice. Oh, it explodes and sends out... Okay. There's the initial bomb that I was talking about, the stationary bombs. This only happens if he goes down to like half health. And down with the dice. Yeah, you'll soon find yourself pretty tied up and trying to deal with Number Man's traps. Oh, so they... Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, apparently enough, if those stationary bombs do explode, then, it becomes unavoidable damage. That makes sense. Alright, Vol, time for you to shine. She attacks the first one that's in line, though, so be careful with that. And Number Man has been deleted. With that, we get 1,500 sending. Wow. Yeah, Lan, I think we get the point. You're the best. He's the worst. Knock it off. So it seems like Mr. Higsby decided to join the WWW in order to get rare chips. However, that was apparently a bold-faced lie. So... with that settled, Lan fixes the server by powering it down and then bringing it back up. But also, Mr. Higsby, apparently enough, retires from having to be with the WWW. Which is kind of odd, because usually that kind of means son dead. Oh yeah, that's right, the Metro line! So now we can go visit Dad at his work. But first, let's check out Dex. No, not yet. You are able to rebound him eventually. So anyways, let's check out this car first. Apparently enough, it has a jack and port. I guess for powering it up, you know, just like buying gas. HP memory, nice! I'll take that. Almost certainly take that. Let's check out this doghouse, which apparently enough has a jack and port. Let's see what kind of goodies it has. Oh wow, I apparently enough skip did not. Huh. Weird. Well, I guess it was a quick battle. 208. Excellent. Shotgun K, I believe that's like about it. Why am I leaving this in? I guess just to demonstrate the escape, sure. So in case you ever wonder what escape looks like in action, there you go. So anyways, let's head down to the metro line. Metro line's not running. This one in particular you need to talk to. What caused the landslide? Ah, a virus must have taken over it. Yeah, let's go check out the net. So let's head back over towards Lan's house. And let's head over towards the net. Now that we have a Slash person, I can't remember who. Was it Slash Yai? Ah, here's a green mystery there. Expand 1S. Very nice. Flashbang. Let's head up here, shall we? For some reason, that's a prime spot for viruses. Somebody should get that checked out. It's always those corners. Let's check out this dead end real quick. Oh, what's this? Fireman? What? I died the way of you. Actually, this is actually a rematch with Ghost Data. Upon defeating a www net Navi, it is entirely possible to run into a certain area in the overall internet. The area that we are exploring in right now. It is entirely possible to explore the internet in order to have a rematch with these net Navis. Upon defeating them, you are guaranteed to get the chip. So if we defeat Fireman here, if we get Fireman here, then if we defeat Fireman here, we will get his chip, which is called Fireman F, I believe. This should knock him down to size. Here, have 3 cross guns. Fire 1. Fire 2, and Fire 3. Now he's down to 60, sure. That will knock him down to 3. Quickly, let's use the sword. Ah! Alright! So we defeated Fireman, and level 3, very nice. Fireman F. Now I can switch out... Let's switch out this Cannon B for Fireman, which does 100 damage. Very useful. Let's head over towards this Navi merchant here real quick. Pick up some HP memories. And a couple of power-ups, why not? Or not pick up any HP memories, sure. Now, power-ups. Go into Mega Man's stats, and you can upgrade one of his stats to a notch. As you can see, there's Attack, Rapid, and Charge. I'll get to that next episode. After a quick flashbang, we now try to avoid this area. But now we can use but now we don't have something called /Dex, so we need to go visit Dex real quick. After a quick save, with 22 data library, this is not